All right, so you probably noticed that there are a lot more homes on the market right now in Sacramento. And no, you're not imagining it. Today, we're diving into why inventory is spiking, what it means for buyers and sellers, and what to expect next. And if you're like me, who's often checking out some of these home apps and websites, there's no denying it. Each month, more and more homes are going on the market. According to the latest stats, Sacramento's housing inventory is up by 50% compared to last year, and it continues to grow. So why all of a sudden are there so many homes for sale? Well, here are 5 main reasons why this is happening right now. First, let's take a look at the mortgage rates. And nope, they're not really going down like some people promised they would. So a number of buyers are on the sidelines or dropping out because they just can't afford to buy. Remember the supply and demand curve? Well, when demand declines, supply goes up. And that's exactly what we are seeing right now. The second reason is the ongoing costs like property taxes, insurance, and some mortgage resets. These are now driving sellers to list their homes. So imagine a homeowner living on a fixed income whose insurance premium just doubled. They just can't afford to keep that home. And that's actually pretty sad because it's true. Some people are actually going through this right now. They're literally being forced to sell. The third reason is largely due to home builders who still have a ton of housing inventory to sell off. According to Redfin, there are now over 500,000 new homes available nationwide, which is the highest in years. And in an effort to entice more buyers, they are offering incentives like rate buydowns, which is something that an average seller just can't compete with. So if more buyers are buying new homes because of these incentives, existing homes are sitting on the market collecting dust. The fourth reason, which is more specific to the Sacramento real estate market, is that demand from Bay Area buyers has significantly cooled recently. Why? Well, it's because several major companies are now requiring employees to return to office. We've seen some homeowners who have bought in Sacramento recently because they could work from home. Now they're selling their home and moving back to the Bay Area. And this is big deal because since the start of pandemic, almost every other home we sold was purchased by a Bay Area buyer. All right, the fifth reason is more psychological than technical or financial. Some buyers, they're just uncertain about the economy, the tariffs, and other world conflicts. And now they're just deciding to take it slow. They're also seeing a lot more inventory on the market now. So they're waiting it out. You know, the health of real estate market has a lot to do with buyer confidence. If buyers are not confident about where things are going, well, they're not going to be rushing to make their move. And that's exactly what we are seeing in the Sacramento real estate market today. All right, so what does all this mean for you? Well, if you're a buyer or thinking about buying, the trend is moving your way. You now have a lot more options. Even if the rates remain steady, you can still score a great deal if you are actively looking. And for sellers, preparing your home and pricing your home matters now more than ever. It's not enough to just list and see what happens. You got to be more strategic and informed before you sell your home. So, looking ahead, what can we expect? Well, nobody really knows exactly what will happen next. However, if we do get a small rate reduction soon, this may be enough to make a difference in buyer demand. One thing I noticed after being in this business for this long, whether you agree with this or not, but the real estate market is mostly driven by mortgage rates. One small dip, and that's enough to get buyers off the sidelines. But sitting around and waiting is not a strategy either. So for those who want to buy a home soon, get your money in order. Be smart about what you spend your hard-earned money on. And always be prepared because an opportunity may come knocking on your door tomorrow. You never know. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or if you want to suggest a topic for our next video, please comment below or send us a message. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone else, and subscribe. See you in the next one.